Well, welcome back to my reviews. Today I'd like to review a couple of Dinky Land Rovers and its partner, the Land Rover trailer. Now, the Land Rover was in the Dinky line for quite a few years. I think it was introduced in 1950 and was in the line till 70 or 71. So a good 20 years. They came in a variety of colors. This one here is red and red interior, and it's got the plastic hubs, so it's a later version. I believe the plastic hubs on Dinky toys were introduced in the early 60s, and it was to lighten up the shipping loads for shipping overseas. They're very attractive models, and you can see here the short cotter pin. It's put through the spare tire and spread out over here to hold it. We have the plastic driver, which replaced the metal driver. I actually like the plastic driver better for the detail. And this sticker here was put on by me a while ago. Some of the changes in this model are the filled-in floorboards underneath the seats. And you can see ejector points there. This part of the die-cast machine would push against these points to push the mold out of the, or push the casting out of the mold when it was ready. And probably this area here became weak, so they had to fill it in. There was also a cross member here on the earlier ones, which probably got worn out in the mold, so they just took it right out. And the power takeoff unit here, the detail was taken out of that. Probably mold problems or tooling problems. Now the next Land Rover is an orange one, orange and green. Dark green interior with light green plastic hubs and the nice gray tires. It's got the same situation here on the floorboards. Plastic driver. And you can see on this one, it retains that cross piece below the hook. It also has the detail in the power takeoff unit. Which tells me this is an earlier model than the red one. Another thing you'll notice on these models, the front bumpers, there used to be a gap between the body and the bumper. Imagine that created problems in the mold too. And so they ended up filling in on the tool, and you've got a filled-in bumper area. But still, they're very nice vehicles. Now the partner for these Land Rovers, well, they could actually pull all the farm implements in the Dinky Farm series, but the real partners were the little trailers. Well, this one, when I bought this red one, you got the red trailer with it, so I'm assuming they were a match from the start. It's not the best of shape. I had to clean it up considerably, and it's still it's pretty rough. Someone hauled some pretty good loads in there, I guess. And you'll see here the trailers at one time had a hitch. I've got an earlier version of the trailer. Shows the riveted hitch there. It's got replacement tires and wheels and an axle. But you can see what they used to be like. And they left the spot for the hitch to go, but on the tool they filled in the rivet hole. And both these trailers are missing this. It's a tin plate. Just keeps your trailer on, keeps it from bouncing off during play. Good idea. See how easy that comes off without it. Another thing you'll notice on these trailers, these two here, that's called a paint ring, and it slips onto a shaft on the paint line and is spun, and the paint is sprayed on it. And you can always tell when they use the paint ring because it's unpainted when it was detached from that little shaft. There's this red one here, the paint ring's filled in, so you know it was done by a different method, and I don't know what that other method was. And both Land Rovers have the paint rings painted. Anyways, there's a long time member of the Dinky line, the Land Rovers. And I believe the trailers went till, I've heard, 1973. And they came out in about 1952. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review. And we'll see you next time.